Alright, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to another Nets NBA 2K rebuild. I know 2K24 just came out. Of course, I'm still working on this one on 2K23, and that's what I'm going to do. But does have some future series that I want to get done, which I'll probably purchase 2K24 and do it on there. But for the time being, I'm just going to keep working on this one on 2K23 until I'm done with the series. Who knows when that could be? That could be when I win a championship. That could be when other things like the NBA actually returns, and that could be when I'm done with this series. Who knows? I'm just letting it just go with the flow at this time. Remember the sign that fell the other day? Well, it's right here. See? I know you guys couldn't really see it, but Brooklyn Boulevard. Honestly, I just thought about it. If this said Brooklyn Bridges instead, oh man, this shit would go a lot harder. But until I can figure out what to do with it, it might just be my little wave or whatever. It might just be behind me. I don't know. But I'm just going to put it down right here in front of me where I can see it, and I can see it only. Unless I take my camera down, which I am not going to do. Anyway, last video that we were on, we started blowing some suckers out. Like Milwaukee, like Chicago, like Philadelphia. And two of these teams are prominent teams to today, like in today's league. Let me see if the Bucks... Interesting. Maybe this is why they're bad? Did the Bucks... Did they lose Giannis, or is Giannis hurt? That's a big question to ask. Okay, he's just hurt. He's day to day. So I got to go without Giannis being there. So that's cool. I mean, we did blow them out, and their best player was Chris Middleton, so that makes sense. This game don't really love Drew Holiday. He always regresses at a crazy pace. I know he's a little bit older, but it is what it is. This team, do they still have... Do they? Huh. They still have James Harden. Now the question is, do they have Joel Embiid? That's the real question that we all want answers to. They do. I guess he just didn't play at that game, or I didn't see him. Did I not see him? No. I guess he just came back or something. Maybe he just didn't play that game. Whatever. But, for our team, we just made a big trade. We got a backup center and Ivica Zubac, which is perfect because right now, Nicholas Claxton is out. And then we got a another six-man. I still love Cam Thomas. Don't get me wrong. I still do love me some Cam Thomas. But we could definitely use the presence of Kelly Oubre as well. It doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt having Kelly Oubre on this team. We got him with Ivica Zubac, and we didn't really have to give up much, but some first-round picks. And it works out because now we have extra depth. Dariq Whitehead's now out. So now to fill in for Dariq Whitehead, Mikal could slide to the 4. Mikal could slide to the 3. Kelly Oubre can start at the 2. We still have Cam Thomas. That would be the 6th man. We have Jalen Wilson, who's been pretty good for us. I mean, I wish his 3-point percentage and his field goal percentage was up just a slight bit, but we're okay with what he's producing for us right now. Because per 36, we're looking at 17 and 9. That's pretty good. It's going to simulate past the 76ers. We'll check out and see if there's anything else that we could do as far as trades go. Maybe there's another big trade that could be happening. We're going to look and see all the team intels, who's trading, who's not trading, or who's selling, who's buying, what the case may be. No, I do not want Paul George for Mikal Bridges. No, I do not want Mitchell Robinson for Kelly Oubre. Ooh, we're starting to lose now. So now we're going to go ahead and go to February 14th and just let it be at that. We're not trading Ben Simmons for Tobias Harris. We have lost a lot in a row, or between the 76ers game, we've lost a bunch in a row, so hopefully we can right this ship. We do with the Knicks game, 116 to 110, or 116 to 100 actually. RJ Barrett and Pascal Siakam. Those were the only two in double digits, and the rest of them, not really much. Cam Johnson had a really good game. Mikal Bridges had a 19-point game with 5 steals, though. That's really cool. Noah Clowney with 15 points in 11 minutes. Now, you see, you want more minutes. That's what I'm seeing. Dariq Whitehead wasn't that great, but, Kelly Oubre came in, and he did his thing with Cam Thomas. Kelly Oubre and Cam Thomas did their things. 5 and 12 for Ivica Zubac. And Castle with 1 for 5 from the free throw line. That's not too good there. No steals, no blocks. He had 3 assists. But we're gonna hope that he can start doing a little bit better. But more so, he's gonna be our mainstay in the rotation, most likely next season. Because I am wanting to do his development, but at the same time, I am wanting to make the playoffs. So when it comes deeper in, if Jock Vaughn doesn't really want to play him, I'm not going to force him to keep playing him. That's the real thing. Now, I would rather Ben Simmons start, but I don't want to put him to point guard just because his overall gets to like 76 and it's not worth it. So I'd keep Ben Simmons as a small forward, but put him as a shooting guard itself. But how much longer do we have until Nick comes back? 6 to 8 weeks. All right, so we got a little while. So let's go ahead and go to the February 14th, like I said I was going to do before. We're not trading Mikal Bridges for Bradley Beal. That's not happening. No, I'm not doing that. Although, you know, any sane GM probably would do that. So they're trying to give me Kevin Porter Jr. and Alperen Sengun for Dariq Whitehead and Duncan Robinson. That's crazy. That means that they believe in Dariq Whitehead just like we do. So no, we're not doing that trade. No, we're not doing that. Cam Johnson day-to-day. All right, you'll be fine, Cam Johnson. All right, so we go on a nice little 6-game winning streak. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's go to the team intel. I'm gonna see if there's anything that we can find. And if I can find anybody, I'll stop and we'll make some trades. If not, then we'll just move on. Brandon Ingram. They're selling. They're not doing too hot right now. So I'm going to look and see what they're asking for Brandon Ingram. And if it's way too much, I'm just going to back off. So this is more so one that I could have been looking for. But I don't want CJ McCollum. So we're going to go ahead and there's a world. This is a big fat no. No. Okay, that's not happening. But Brandon Ingram for... We probably would have to give up Ben Simmons, honestly, but maybe I can work around it. But I'm not taking on CJ McCollum's contract. So we're going to go ahead and propose a trade. Brandon Ingram's a no-go. Not even going to attempt to do a Brandon Ingram right now. But the other player is Kyle Kuzma. I could put Kyle Kuzma to the 4. Cam Johnson can come to off the bench. I am willing to get better around because now that we have Kelly Oubre on a 3-year, $11 million deal, Cam Thomas is on a 1-and-1, but Cam Thomas will probably want to get a little bit more money later on. So I'm willing to throw in Cam Thomas into the trade. You know what? Because I guarantee you what's going to happen the second I ask them how much is Kyle Kuzma is going to make a trade that's fitting around Ben Simmons. Yep. As I said. Or Mikal Bridges. Or Ben Simmons. Or Ben Simmons. Or Ben Simmons. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So it would have to be a lighter trade. It would have to be somebody that's not making a lot of money that could really help this team. But you're not going to find a lot of those. Maybe Trey Murphy. Maybe Trey Murphy could help. What are they asking for with Trey Murphy? Apparently not. Apparently not, because I'm not doing any of those. Okay. I think we're going to be good with the team that we got here. We're still waiting for Nick Claxton to come back, but let's go ahead and shoot this past the All-Star break right before the Atlanta game. No. Nope. Cam Johnson is fully healed. We're going to leave rotation because I never actually changed it. We lost 3 in a row there. That was a little suspect. But we keep going back and forth with it. So now we're going to go ahead and do the Atlanta Hawks. I want to simulate this with Simcast. They're such a really good team. You know what? Yeah, let's actually stop. Before we do that, let's look at some contract extensions. Right. Mikal Bridges wants to test free agency. Ben Simmons will re-sign for $27 million. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, Mikal Bridges wants to test free agency. That's a little no bueno. Come on, Mikal. Come on, man. We made you the first option. You are the guy here. You are the guy. And you know what? Let's just make sure everything is straight with the tendencies. Yeah, set 97, 82, whatever. It is what it is. But hopefully he comes back. Let's simulate this with Simcast. Hopefully we can prove that we are not necessarily contenders, but that we're a team that's going to not go away. Let's just say that. All right, and we went away. We went away. The Rockets, are the Rockets a good team? Not too much. Let's just simulate that one through date. We lost. We were back-to-back. It was a little tougher. So I'm not going to complain about that loss of a back-to-back. Here comes a 3 and 4. So this might be a tough Celtics game right here. But we won. Celtics are 36 and 26. And I swear we have the Celtics number. Dariq Whitehead killed it. Mikal Bridges killed it. Kelly Oubre off the bench killed it. Ben Simmons had a 12-14-6 game with 7 steals. 7 steals. Beautiful. Castle with a 4 and 3 game. As long as we just see Castle going upwards, that's all I care about. Noah Clowney, though, has been struggling. He is hitting his second-year wall, apparently, because he does not have the numbers like he did last offseason. But, you know, he has a higher role. But I'm hoping that Noah Clowney can slowly get better. We're coming up to the end of the simulation. We're at 63 games right now, so we have under 20. So for under 20, we're going to go on the playoff run, which is going to mean let Jacques Vaughn take care of all the rotations, which is a weird rotation. Let's just say that. It's a very weird rotation. Nick Claxton isn't back yet, but I'm gonna let it be. He actually wants Sam Castle to start, so let's go ahead and see what Sam Castle does on this. 25, 11, and 4 for the Rook. 18, 5, and 3 for Noah Clowney. 17, 7, and 2 for Dariq Whitehead. This is the youth movement if I've ever seen one. This is the youth movement in Brooklyn right now if I've ever seen one. They're end of the season and this is what they do. This is what they produce for us. Man, that's great. Again, once we can get Nick Claxton back, I think we'll be set. So we're going against the Hornets now. So Brandon Miller and the Hornets. Let's go ahead and simulate this one with Simcast. We were up for a little bit, but it looks like they have closed the gap, and we're both closing the gap. So let's just take it slow now. Let's just watch this one slowly, see what happens. It's a 2-point Hornets game lead. Still a 2-point Hornets lead. And the Nets, 3-point Hornets lead, and looks like the Hornets won by 3. Was it Brandon Miller? Oh, Keontae George. Interesting. All right, Terry Rozier. Mark Williams, Karis LeVert, Brandon Miller did absolutely nothing. At an 80 overall, Brandon Miller's not really progressing. Well, that's not good. If Scoot's over there progressing, then that really might not be good for y'all. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move to, right before... Oh, you know what? We got the Trailblazers right here. We were just talking about Scoot, so let's see what we can do against Scoot. Yes. Alright, so have CPU fix the rotations. And that's what we're going to do. They got Castle, they got Bridges, Ben Simmons, Noah Clowney, Avicii Zubac with... I'll change that. Let me change that. I'm upset that Nick Claxton went down to an 82 after his injury, but it is what it is. This is the game. It's the game of basketball. Cam Johnson's only getting 9 minutes now? Whoa! Whoa, I guess he really believes in Noah Clowney. I really think Jacques Vaughn believes in Noah Clowney. He must start believing in Castle now, too. You know what? When I thought I was going to say we're going to move to trying to make the playoffs, I did not know this is exactly what that was going to happen. But you know what? Let's make it a 9-man, and let's just fully invest in what Jacques Vaughn's doing right now. Let's simulate before that game, the Trailblazers game, because I want to see what they are. They're 41 and 31. And I'm guessing it's probably still with Dame. So let's look. We are winning by 1. It looked like we were up by a lot more, and we were until we had that terrible third quarter. So hopefully we have a better fourth, and we do. We have a beautiful fourth quarter. Let's view the box scores. It was Mikal Bridges, Noah Clowney, Nick Claxton with an 18-point game. Cam Johnson with a 16 in 8 minutes. You know, I just have a lot of players that can play right now. Cam Thomas and Jalen Wilson are not playing, and Sam Castle's not even playing. Stephon, why did I say Sam? I have Cam Thomas, Jalen Wilson, and Stephon Castle not playing. And this is what we did. Now I don't. You said I was wrong. I was wrong. I don't fully believe in what Jacques Vaughn's doing here. I'm not going to sit around and let them tarnish the name of Stephane Castle for Pat Bev. Not going to happen. Where one's getting worse, the other one's getting better. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see if we can get our payback on this team. Yeah, blow him out. Yeah. Did Brandon Miller do anything this game? Let me just check that. LaMelo Ball did. Oh man, y'all should have went with Scoop. Y'all should have went with Scoop. Or not. Or not. You know what? Y'all were dead no matter what. Does this team have the better players? What is it? Who was that second guy? I forgot the second guy on the Magic. I'm over here thinking, and Nets just casually just blew him out. Yeah, let me check the box score, because why did I forget who? Oh yeah, they're right. This team is not this team. This team is not. Yeah, Jet Howard. So I guess they traded Anthony Black. I'm guessing that's what had to have happened. Because they got Bronny James, they got Franz Wagner, they got Cole Anthony, they got Paolo Banchero, they got Donovan Mitchell, they got James Wiseman, Wendell Carter. Man, this team is so good. I think every time I see this, I'm just like flabbergasted. Just lost, because this team is crazy. But hey, I mean, they couldn't do anything about our team. You know, with the Mikal Bridges and the Dariq Whiteheads and the Noah Clownleys and the Ben Simmonses and then the Ivica Zubac's and then the Nick Claxtons and yeah. They couldn't do anything about this team. Look at this. Stephane Castles with the 6-7-4 games. You know, the Kelly Oubre's who's only making 3 points and nothing really else but a steal and 2 turnovers. Hey, we still won. Let's just sim to the end of the season. Let's see if they can become comfortable. You know, before the last 3 games against the Bucks and stuff, let me look at standings, because are the Bucks fighting for Oh man, 4th seed? 4th seed? Oh man, I will take that. I mean, we're not locked in right now. We could lose to the Heat. The Bucks are trying to not be in the play-in tournament right now, so they'll probably bring out their A game. So it's not completely locked in yet. So let's go ahead and simulate through date here. We beat the Bucks. The Rockets were not a good team quite yet, so let's see if we can beat the Rockets. Okay, I think we're locked into the 4th seed at this point. All right, so Luka Doncic with a damn near triple-double 37-point game or season. Mateus Bazilius with 16 points as Rookie of the Year. Chris Paul, 6th Man of the Year, which makes more sense. I just seen something that said they're going to start Chris Paul. So what does that mean? Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins. Who else is the other person? I'm forgetting of these players' names. Draymond's going to be the center. And Klay Thompson. What is Klay Thompson going to be the 3 and Andrew Wiggins is going to be the 4? That's a little scary. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Sadiq Bey, Most Improved. That's killing it right there. Quinn Snyder is Coach of the Year. Let's see if we have anything on any awards. Any Brooklyn Nets here? No Brooklyn Nets so far here. All right, all defensive. Mikal Bridges, Brooklyn Nets, first one. And no other all defensive. And I don't think we had any. Our rookie did not play enough really to be on this list. So I'm all right with that, because we're 4th seed. We're going against the Miami Heat. Let's look at the coaching game plan right now. So Pat Bev is the guy that they want to start. But I do not want to do that. So I'm going to put Ben Simmons back. Cam Johnson is good with starting. Dariq Whitehead is definitely coming up. Kelly Oubre will get that much. Well, maybe not that much minutes. Zubac can get 14. Jalen Wilson. And then we'll definitely do Pat Bev for Cam Thomas. I'd rather have that instead of what they were about to put out. I want Ben Simmons to get even more minutes, so I'm going to take a whole bunch away from Kelly Oubre, and I'm going to go ahead and pop it on to Ben Simmons, 33. Dariq Whitehead will drop to about 37, and then Ben Simmons will put up to about 36. Cam Johnson, I'm good with 31. 24 for Kelly Oubre. Ivica Zubac with 14. Jalen Wilson with 9. Cam Thomas with 9. Right, we'll do that for now. If anything, I mean, at this point, this lineup is, we have a big roster because we have Ivica Zubac, Nick Claxton, we have Cam Johnson, we have Ben Simmons at the point guard. So I think for right now we'll leave it, but if we need to, we're going to add Noah Clowney, and Noah Clowney will definitely be the guy that will play instead of Cam Thomas if we have to. And let's simulate the playing. Cool. So what are the Heat rocking with? Kylan Boswell as a 71 overall point guard. Tyler Hero is still their shooting guard. Jimmy Butler is still their small forward. I did trade them Dorian Finney-Smith last year, so it's looking okay right now for us here because he's a 76 and he can stop Cam Johnson all he wants. And then they got Bam. So they still have a really, really good defensive team except for their guards. Because I doubt Kylan Boswell is going to be a defensive player. So let's go ahead and simulate the first game. Let's see what we got. Miami takes that one. Let's see if we can simulate the second game. Miami takes that one. Let's look at the box scores. Have they been close? This one went to overtime. And this one was a 7-point loss after they made a fourth quarter comeback. Great. So we're down 2-0. That sucks. Let's go ahead and let's just let Jacques Vaughn take care of everything. You know, Pat Bev, have at it. But in this case, 8-man rotation. 8-man rotation. Jalen Wilson, Cam Thomas, Noah Clowney, Stephon Castle. I'm so sorry, but you guys are not playing. Let's go ahead and simulate this one with Simcast and see what we got. Alright, so it looked scary for a second, but the Nets had a really good second quarter, and it looks like Miami just took over. Alright. Dang. Anything that they want to fix? Ben Simmons gets 43 minutes. I'm down for that. I am down for that. So let's simulate with Simcast. Let's see if we can take a game at least. Just a game? No? Oh my gosh. Well, there it is. There it is. We just got 4-0'd. We just got 4-0'd. It is what it is. So let's see who wins the finals. And it looks like it's the Atlanta Hawks over the Dallas Mavericks. All right. And that will do that. And that will also do this episode of the Brooklyn Nets rebuild. So it looks like next episode we're going to have the off season. I'm very excited for the off season. I really, really want to try to make this team a whole lot better. It's got so much depth, but at this point there should be some selling players that I can get. So hopefully I'm able to fix that up and really have come out a winner in the off season. So until the next video, I will see you on the next one. Peace out.